Hello guys, how you all doing? This is Nkd Smartview, and today I'll be playing using my winning color pattern number 1. As I said in my previous video, I actually have two patterns of playing this winning color, which is actually the first, whereby I actually make my gameplay this way, then I use my analysis in covering up for any loss when I make a loss. The reason why you might think that, okay, what does it mean by covering up for loss? As you can see now, I play using my three colors, which is green, blue and red, and then actually playing this color. Now you can see four outcomes: green, blue, red and no winning color. That means anytime that this no winning color appears, I'm actually making a loss. But at this point now, you can see red has won, so game actually won. So as I said, I have two patterns on winning color. The first, which is this, which actually goes with making my gameplay this way, then I cover up for loss. The reason why I like this pattern is that most times you can go on a long run without making a loss, because sometimes you can play for up to 20 to 30 or more than before you can see the draw playing. That means within 20 times you just be playing the gameplay so smooth and easy, and it's just all going straight. But the issue about it is that the moment a draw comes, you have to cover up for it. And then one major idea you should not have about this pattern is actually believing that this is a solution. Because when you look at this green, blue, red and no winning color, in your mind you'll be like, okay, oh, this should work out now. I've never even thought about this. What about just playing this? But I will explain this to you now, why playing this 3 is even more risky than playing your rainbow 2 plus or sticking to your normal everyday pattern. Now this is it, game has won. Let me be quick on this so I can be able to explain this to you and then show you that this is actually not a solution, except if you know a way out to recover your loss. Now take a good look at this. Now this is the ball we call the green ball, the blue, the red and then the blue. Then this is the no winning color. That is this particular blue ball now nullifies our winning every single round, because we actually stake on just the three colors. So imagine taking on green, red and blue, then this comes. That is when the strategy of being able to recover your loss have to be put into play. So now the major thing now you should know about this is that the reason why more wins than losses cannot actually work for you is that when you look at this now, you have to be playing on the three colors. That is one outcome. Then the second outcome is when it does not actually work, you then make a loss. That means you have to actually re-strategize and then cover up for your loss. At this point now, you can see I've won. Red has won. That's what I told you. You might play a very long run and then it will be working all fine for you, but that happens once in a while. Sometimes you just see draw taking over. Like looking at this now, you can see 100 draws. You can see the 100 draws. Now what can you say about this? You can see here a match streak of 4 times. That means within 4 times, there's a time whereby this draw actually appeared 4 times in a row. That means, let me see, on this draw, 32 now was draw, 33 draw, 34 draw, 35 draw. But this taking with 100 naira now. That means on every single draw, 100 naira for these 3 balls is 300. That means at this point now you lost 300 here, 300, 300, 300, a total of 1,200. That is still nothing compared to what I will show you now. Let this game actually come out now. Let me know what exactly I'm doing. Okay, game has won now, so I actually proceed to making my next gameplay. As I said, this pattern is very effective and very helpful, because most of the time you can go on a long run before you make a loss of a draw. But what happens when you have a draw? Now, as you can see now, I make use of the 100 draws to show you this. I said there was a time that the man streak came 4 times. That means this, you're playing 3 colors, lost 4 times in a row. But the worst is checking out your 100 draws now. You can see draw appearing 28 times, green 21, red 23, blue 28. Now imagine for 28 times out of 100 times, you lost 300 naira, because as you know, you play with 300 naira per every single game. Then times 300 naira times 28 is how much? Around let me say 300 times 26,000, 8 times. Okay, 300 times 26,000, 8 times 32, for that is 8,400 naira actually lost. 8,400 naira lost. Now I've made a win now. So imagine losing 8,400 naira. Now let me show you how this actually goes now. Let me make my gameplay completely. Okay, then red. So as I said, 8,400 naira lost. That is using this now. Then just imagine this now. 8,400 naira already gone out of 28 times. Then how many times remain when you lose 28 out of 100? That means you know you only have 72 wins. And then using 100 naira playing this pattern, you make 80% of what you actually stake, because the odds of this game is 3.80. So you make 80% of, I say 80%, 80 naira per every single 100 naira you use in staking out for the game. That means 80% of every stake on an individual color that wins. So 80 naira is what you make for any color that win. So imagine times 80 naira times how many times you lost, times how many times you won. Let me say you won 72 times, times 72 times 80. You will see that it's around just 6,000 naira. Already you have lost how much? 8,000 400 naira. Yet at this point now I've made a loss. Let me cover up for this quickly now before I continue on this. You can actually think about this calculation. Let me analyze now, know how to cover up for this. Okay, this is it. Okay, so as I said, imagine losing 8,400 naira because you lost 28 times. Then the remaining 72 times you won it, and then when you calculate 3.80 times 100 is 380, and already you have used 300 naira in playing your 3 colors. That means what you get is 80 naira. Then times 80 naira by the game as won now. So I'll go back to my normal gameplay now. Then times 80 naira times the remaining 72 times that you played. 80 times 70 is 5,600. Then 80 times 2 is 160, that is 5,760 naira. That is what you are getting. Then already you have lost how much? 8,400. That means you see that the game is not even actually working out. It's not actually working out, because imagine gaining, I can't even say gaining, losing 8,400, and what you actually got back after 100 gameplays was how much? 6,000, 5,760. It did not work out. You are losing more than 2,800. So it does not work. That is why I tell you that using this strategy is all good and fine, but one major thing, you must be able to cover up for your loss. If you can't, this strategy is more useless than any other one you can actually think of. Now, as you can see, this is a draw now. I have to cover up for my loss. As I said, I actually have a way of doing that. Okay, this is it now. Time to cover up for this loss right now. Okay, this is it. So game will be accounted for right now, so I can continue my normal gameplay right about now. So as I said, you actually have to have a system of recovering back what you lost. If you don't, then there's no need of using this pattern. That is one thing. It will just mess up your capital and make you lose all to them. That is how the pattern is actually made to work. Okay, game 1. So I actually proceed now on making my stakes. Green has won. So I actually proceed now to making my stakes. So this is it. The game is actually very simple to play, but the major thing, be able to cover up for your losses. If you can't cover up for your losses, the game will not work for you. It's as in it is not working out for you at all. Okay, this is it. So let me continue. I'll be ending this video very soon now. It's actually Bet9Ja 49Ja winning color strategy number 1. So let me continue on this. Okay, game 1. Then I'll be making my final gameplay now. Then I'll be going off for the day. So this is going to be it now, my final gameplay. Once this wins, I'm off for the day. So anyone who is interested in this pattern, you contact me, then you get it. Okay, the game actually went on a draw now, so this is where I use my strategy of recovering up for what I actually lost now, and that I'll be doing at this moment now. So I'll be recovering what I lost now. Let me just make my analysis. Okay, so this is it now. Game will be winning right now. It's actually very simple to get the recovery strategy. Very easy to get the recovery strategy. So once it's gotten, you proceed to making your gameplay. Okay, waiting on the result now. 5 seconds left to go. After 5 seconds, result is out, then I proceed. That will be the end of this very video. So as you can see, I actually played what? A green and then a red, and as you can see, it totally went on that way. I played a blue and a red, As you can see, not even a single green actually came into the statistics. Just blue and red was played. Then you can see clearly that no green even showed up here. So if you're interested in this pattern, you contact me and then you get it. I remain NKD.